to start drawing the cross diagram, we need to determine how many electrons this particular element has. And how would I know how many electrons it has? Now back to atomic structure, we know that in an atom, the number of protons and electrons must be the same. Now in the periodic table that you have in exam, you can just refer to the key to know what each of the number represent. Alright, so the top of the number actually is the proton number, or not, we can say is an atomic number, which means it is the number of protons. Now in an atom, number of protons and number of electrons are the same. And hence we can safely say that the number at the top also represents the number of electrons in an atom. Now the next substance that we are going to try drawing is actually oxygen. Oxygen is over here and there are 8 electrons. Okay, as mentioned, we will need to write down the chemical symbol of the element in the middle of the circle. Alright, that will be O. Now an oxygen has 8 electrons. The first 2 electrons must be in the first shell. So let's use cross to represent. Okay, so this particular oxygen has 2 electrons in its first shell, and the remaining 6 will be in the second shell. Now based on the chemical formula, okay, it is O2, so I have another oxygen, alright, that I'm going to draw here, and let's use a dot to represent the electrons. Alright, so again, the first shell has 2 electrons, then the second shell will have my remaining 6 electrons. So now each of them has 6 electrons in its outermost shell. So each of them needs 2 more electrons to attain the noble gas electronic configuration, which for the second shell, they must have 8 electrons. Then what they can do is, each of them will just share 2 electrons, okay? So the first oxygen, 2 electrons in the inner shell, then share 2 electrons here. The remaining 4 electrons will not be shared. Okay, so we have 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other oxygen, same thing, has 2 electrons here in the inner shell. Alright, and it shares 2 electrons. Okay, so 1, 2 is shared here. The remaining 4 electrons are not shared. So if we refer to the oxygen on the left, the outermost electrons that it has now is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it has already attained the noble gas electronic configuration. The second shell needs to have 8 electrons. Okay, electrons on the right, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so now you realize that this oxygen has achieved noble gas electronic configuration also. Now in exams, you are more commonly asked to draw the outermost electrons. So what you're going to do is omit, okay, this particular shell and this particular shell. Okay, so for clarity, let me show you how to draw that over here. So what you're going to do is just show this dot and cross diagram. Okay, you don't need to show the inner shells. Now again, you should only draw this if question asks you to show only the outermost electrons. So from here, how do we write down the structural formula of this oxygen? Now we can clearly see that between 2 oxygen atoms, 4 electrons are shared. Alright, 2 electrons form 1 bond. So if there are 4 electrons shared, there must be a double bond. Okay, so this is the structural formula of an oxygen. Now if you find this video useful, please share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you'd like to have more chemistry resources, do check out my website. The link is in the description below. Now have fun learning chemistry, and I will see you soon.